Hello guys, welcome back to Send Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC, we're going to talk about Ethereum. If we got some time, we're also going to talk about Alt, alright? So Alt to look into breakout, but before we talk about Alt breaking out, we're going to basically first thing first talk about BTC and what we've been looking for over the last few hours and so on. You guys remember my last live stream, we called for a top formation just about like 11,750 to 11,950 because we took a long from 11k all the way up to 11,750 to 11,950, and we flipped it back to a short position because we did not expect like a BTC to keep going up without basically giving us another pullback. All right, so we basically describe it exactly as it is happening right now. We showed you before it happened, and we told you, like, be cautious, it is gonna happen, and then now it is happening. We're gonna go back and basically take a look at it. All right, so before we basically even take a look at it, let's basically just go back and check what we talked about last time. All right, in this range. And you guys did music this stuff, but I'm gonna try to rewind it, go back, and then go back and talk about all the good stuff I was talking about the first 15 minutes, right? So, as you can see, right there, okay? Let's go ahead and go on the chart, okay? So, that's what I was looking for over the last, basically over the last few days, right? So, if you guys remember on Saturday night, right, when we got the 1,500 points dump, what we said, do not basically, let's remove this bright color, okay? Do not short BTC right there, okay? So I showed you everything, and I was like, it is most likely going to retest 50% of this week, right? This one, okay, it did that exactly. We came back and retest 50% of it on the dot, like a 10-9, right? Okay, so that's what we said, and we said, we took a long from this range of 11,150 all the way up to 10.4, and then it came back down to right there. We took another long at 11. And basically taking it all the way back up to like a 10.9, 10.750 to 10.950 was target. Okay, so we're already in target. So we're looking for another short entry in this basically red box. I'm going to show you the red box. All right. So everything we've been expecting from BTC, we're basically getting it. So what can we expect next? Okay, volatility is high. The bulls are looking strong. Market is looking green, and it's not going to go up forever. It's not going to go up forever. So if you're bullish and you took the long at 11K, most likely the bull is going to start to take profits at basically, at our basically target range, which is like 11,750 to 11,950, right? So let's take a look at it right there, okay? So that's the range I'm looking for within the next few hours. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be quick. It's not going to be choppy. It could be very, very very boring before we get in a very accelerated move to the downside, right? That's what I'm expecting, but it might not be that. It might just, be moving sideways. And I'm going to show you a couple examples, right, where we basically, made a three-way move, and you're expecting another push to the upside. BTC just, give you a doom boy analysis and dump to the downside, right? So let's see, okay? In this range, we've been pretty much very successful in this range, long from like 10.7, right, all the way up to 12.1, and then basically long from 11.150 to 11.150 to basically 11.480, right, and longing it from 11 all the way up to a current price. So if you're now in our premium group, you basically still looking very, very good in this long, all right? So but I already took profits, got out of position 11,750 range. I was basically chopping out profit, and then basically looking for a possible short entry in this range. So we're already out of the long position. So if you're still long, you're still looking good, but the bears can be showing up at any given time. The goal is not to basically pick the top. The goal is to be profitable, and you're out. Okay, follow your strat. So excuse me guys, so guys, as you can see, like a live analysis, last time we went live, right, we basically describe everything, what's going to happen, how it is going to happen, and then all of that good stuff. All right, so now we're going to go back to our setup right now. So that's the same setup. If you like if you're a trend analyst, right, most likely you are looking for this, you're looking for this trend line. Okay, I drew this trend line like
last time I showed you this trend line. In the same video I showed you like a possible retest of this area. Even before it pumped to the upside, I sent my send a setup to my group, and I was like, okay, we could possibly, right, when this was right there, okay, we said we could possibly dip first, right? We could dip first before going up. Okay, that was like, because we were long, and so I just didn't want to basically people to I didn't want people like to panic when we say dip. I was like, but if volatility is low, we can basically dip down to the green box at the trend line. Okay, everything is in our basically premium group setups, right? So that's exactly what we did. So the moon boys, okay, they're not gonna let price drop in this range. Okay, they're gonna be like, okay, we got a support line, right, and then we're gonna basically compare it to the 2019 trend line, and we're gonna be going to the moon. It might not happen like that, guys. It might not happen. The most probable setup, right, is like we can push back up, kiss basically this red box just about like 11.7, and then basically come back down to our basically take profit range, which is like 10.7 to 10.9 area. Once again, we're not looking for exact number, we're just looking for a directional move. We basically understood like early on after this drop, okay, we were smart enough. Let me change the structure, right, change the chart. Okay, let me get a clean chart, right? So early on, right, Saturday night live, right, what we said, if you basically were lucky enough to be in our basically analysis, we said we gotta drop, what to expect next, BC bounce back up quickly, right? That was live. We said look for 50% of this week, this rejection week, look for it. And what else? You're gonna look for a three-way move pullback. The three-way move pullback, it's not gonna be easy, right? It's gonna be very confusing. Because why? Because we can pull back up to 0.618, right? And once we pull back up to 0.618, you're gonna be shorting it. Don't short it once we get rejected at 0.618, right? If you did not long it, didn't take profit at 0.618, don't short it, because you gotta short it at 0.618. But if it start dropping, don't short it, because it's gonna go back up to 0.786, right, to 0.888. So you can go back, watch our Saturday night live. Everything was live, okay? So we said it exactly. So that's why we basically did not hesitate, right, about like shorting, getting out of position, right, in our target range of 10,750 to 10,950, and basically laddering position up to 10,950. You see what I'm saying? So the goal, you don't know, we did not know at what price level exactly BTC is going to get hit, right? Even though the title say, the title is saying exactly, it is just basically a clickbait, right? But I did not know the exact price level. I'm not trying to pick exact price level, because you're gonna get wrecked like that, right? We said look for this box, right, 0.786 to 0.888. That's exactly, guys. So if you basically don't use 0.888, you most likely got your stop loss hit, right? Because you're gonna put your stop loss going to be too tight, right? You're gonna short at 10,750, you're gonna put stop loss at 10.8, because you don't understand what's going on. Okay, it's not your fault, right? But it is just like, it comes with experience. Like, you got to be able to understand what BTC is doing. Not all the time you're gonna hit it like on the dot, but most of the time, right? Even BTC makes like the structure. Most analysts, even on YouTube, I've seen, like, for instance, like underground trader, whatever. He's very good like at spotting this stuff, right? So sometimes you can basically spot it right around right before it happens. Okay, right before it happens. So basically we nailed the last 10 trades almost, right? For 4 trade for BTC, nailed the Ethereum trade from like a 320 to like a 375. Nailed the Bitcoin Cash from 247 to like a 330. Nailed the EOS, right, from like a 276 all the way up to 33. Okay, nailed the XRP from 20 cents to basically like 30 cents. Guys, that's like over like 10 trades in a row, right? And we just nailed the BTC again. So what does it mean? Once, as a trader, when I start like feeling very confident, it is telling me I'm closer to Rex City. So it means like your confidence is very high. Basically you gotta basically increase your premium take profit premium. What I mean about take profits premium, what I mean is like For instance, my target is 10.7, right? 10.7 to 10.9, right there. So, but I short it exactly in my box, right? This green box up top, right? So what I mean by that, right? Take Rex City Premium. It means like I don't wait exactly for a price to hit my target, because we've been successful so many times, right? It means our chance, right, to make a mistake is getting higher because we're getting more confidence. So what I usually do, right, you already know I do it without even like making like a 10 trade, 12 trade in a row, right? So we basically take profits halfway, okay? Halfway through target, we don't wait, because you know we've been successful so many times. It is just time to be more cautious, right? Because market can take all your profits back very, very quickly without even giving you any warning. You know what I mean, right? Because you guys remember back in like October 2024, 25th, right, when we got the 40% pump, we were doing very well, okay? We shorted BTC like from right there, like man, we killed it, like almost like I can't even remember, but I think I can remember, because I remember every single trade I take, right? I remember every single trade in the chart, right? We took over the last 12 months. I remember it, right? So you can see like right there, we shorted BTC from like a 10.5, right? I mean 10.1 right there, okay, all the way down to 88, 89, and then we longed it all the way up to 99, and then shorted all the way up, all the way down to 89 again, okay? It pumped back up. We were looking for a long in this range, right? And BTC started like, you know, looking very choppy, and we were like, let's get out, okay? It moved sideways, same exact structure right there, three-way move right there. Okay, three-way move right there, started dropping in a three-way move, right? We said like, let's just short it again. We shorted it at basically 94. Exactly, we said 94 to 86. It's gonna pull back up to 91. Exactly, guys, exactly. So it pulled back up to 91. We shorted it all the way down to basically 84. Okay, 84. We got out at 84. That's a mistake we made right there. We got out at 84, and we were like, okay, now we're gonna start looking for a long, because we've been taking so many profits, right? Let's look for a long where at basically 81 to 79, but we got wrecked right there. That's what I'm saying. Like once you start making too many trades in a row, you're gonna lose confidence. I mean, not confidence. You're gonna lose focus, right? Because you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna net it. I've been making it so many times, right? But we got wrecked right there, okay? Because I was looking for a long at 79 to 81 for a possible pullback up to 0.618. Right there. I was like, this region was 0.618. That's how I remember. I don't even need to do it on the chart, right? And I was like, okay, we're going to long it from this point to that point to 94, right? That's what I was looking for. But we this sucker just dumped hard, okay, hit our stop loss, but basically pulled back up. But if you did a low leverage, you put a stop loss at 74. I was like, okay, we got a chance to hit 74, so make sure to put a stop loss. Okay, it dipped down and push back up. So you just got to be very, very cautious once you start like staying away from like when you start staying away from Rex City. You just have to be very, very very cautious, because market is not going to basically be friendly with you forever. Okay, it's going to go against you. So you gotta be able to take profits halfway through your target. So I'm not worried right now, because we already said take 50% profits. That's a rule. Even if I don't say it, people are supposed to know it. Okay, we're looking for 10.9. I mean, we're looking for 11.9 to 10.9 halfway through. That's 500 points. 500 points is 10.4. Price drop down to 10.3. You're supposed to have some position allotted in that range, right? So we're going to talk about Erlang, right? We're going to talk about Erlang later on. The COVID chart is bullish. Okay, the COVID chart is above the 21 EMA. So let's just we're going to take a look at that. It's not a joke, but I'm just saying. We're going to take a look at the rest of the basically the crypto, Ethereum, and all that good stuff. So now let's move on to the higher time frame. So you guys got to remember what I said right there. Okay, let's take a look at 6 hour. Okay, you guys gotta remember what we talked about back then. We said whenever BTC gives you a strong sell-off, right, don't short the strong sell-off, short the pullback. We gave you this example right there, right? We said it's gonna pull back up. This one was live. Okay, we talked about this one, and then this one we were looking for it to push back up to 10, just about a 10.2, right? It did not push high. It just got rejected at 10K. But you can see, like, whenever we get a strong push, right, alt is making, so most of the alt, they're making this move right now, so they're most likely going to make this move. So you can see that we pulled back up to 92 before basically dropping. Another top formation also, we got this move. It is the same exact structure, a very strong sell, pressure, right? And then we basically retrace back up, 0.786. So we basically doing the same exact thing over and over and over again. All right, so now what are we expecting? We already know what we're expecting. We just don't know how long it is going to take to basically retrace down to a 10.7 to 10.9, which is just about 50% of this rejection week on a 6-hour basis. All right, 6-hour basis, that's basically 50% of this week. We're still going to be making higher lows, right? We're still going to be making higher lows, so it is still going to be bullish, even though, like, we shorting it right there. That's why you gotta get out. I'm not saying, right, we cannot break it, but I'm saying bull's gonna be supporting this range of 10.7. Okay, they're gonna support it. And if you basically take a look at it in terms of fib retracements, right, we already analyzed it a long time ago, right? You can see, like, we got rejected at where, just about like a 50% pullback. 0.618 going to be like 11, and 0.786 going to be like 10.8. So we're looking for this 0.786. All right, so it is pretty normal to get this pump back up, right? If it's not strong enough, it is gonna come back down, push back up right there, most likely. Okay, 11K, it's not gonna break it very easily. As you can see, bulls and moon boys, they're gonna look at it as a support, right? And bears could possibly get wrecked again, because they're going to be like, oh, once we retest this level, pushing back up, bears going to be, we got to basically head and shoulder pattern formation, and it can wick to the upside again just to liquidate all these shorts, and then before coming down to our target, right? But we really don't care about that, right? Because we already shorted the top 10.950 to basically 10.750, so we really don't care. And we already said to take profit at 10.3 to 10.4 area, right? So if you took some profit at basically 10.3 to 10.4, you should be okay. Even if your stop loss get hit, you just have to wait for the next setup. You don't have to worry about anything right now, right? You don't have to worry about anything. What's up? Second time in the house, Iceman in the house. Boom. How high is this current? I want to take a look at the 15 minutes. I mean, just use your fib retracements, right? So it seems like it is going to be going through a boring process. You can see, like, if you like day trading, you see these wicks. Like I keep saying, price gonna go back 50% of it. Okay, I wasn't trading this range, right? But it dipped back down. Okay, if you basically remember, and you're doing a day trading and all that good stuff, you basically look at your 15 minutes. You got a big wick, price got rebound, price got pushed back up. We're gonna drop back down. Okay, this move, we just have to use our basically EMAs. We basically about to retest like the 100 EMA on the 15 minutes. Most likely gonna get rejected right there. So it is just about to go through a boring process, which is like sideways movement. So I wouldn't be trading this range, right? Wouldn't be trading this range, okay, unless you're already in a short position. You just be cautious, because it is going to be very choppy and very stressful with those like 50 points up and down, 100 points up and down. All right, the best thing to do was like to basically pay clear attention to what we said back in Saturday night, last Saturday, right? And what we said a couple of days ago, when we hit like a 10.750 to 10.8 range, we said accumulate shorts in this range. Market is not going anywhere. We're already at 0.786 to 0.618. I mean 0.786 to 0.888. Bulls are losing control. Most likely bears gonna show up at any given time, right? At any given time, and they did. Okay, they give you a nice 600 points down from like a 10.9, okay, all the way down to basically 10.3. 600 points exactly. All right, so 600 points exactly. So let me take a look at the chat room before we talk about Ethereum. Ardell in the house, MA63 in the house. Short. MA is a doom boy, man. Gold, XRP in the house, Steve. I mean, I didn't miss 4,000 move. You stupid. What are you talking about? I missed 4,000 move, right? Let's take a look at this one. How we miss 4,000 move? We long it from 10.5, right? At 10.7, all the way up to 12K, and long it from basically 11 to 11.4, and long it from basically 11 to all the way up to 11.9. What do you mean we missed 4,000 points? The goal is not to miss the points, right? I'm holding BTC. How are you missing like something when you're already holding it? It's not like, you know, I did not buy BTC at 9K. I'm holding BTC. So BTC goes up from 9K to 12K. I mean, I'm still in profit. Even if I didn't take the long, I'm still okay. Leverage is just to increase your BTC holding, right? BTC is basically, you know, going up. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about, boy? All right. So let's take a look at Ethereum. We're not happy about like 600 points drop. We're just happy about, you know, the way we analyze the market, the way we call it, right, before it happens. Okay, that's what we basically saying. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum, you guys remember, like, I was shorting Ethereum where at basically 288, right? And Ethereum basically took me to Rec City, right? And I was like, guys, I'm not shorting this sucker, right? So what happened, right? So after Ethereum broke out, you know, above like a 300 range, okay, we put a stop loss at 313. Because first thing first, right? Ethereum I shorted at right around like 288, right? Let's say 288 before we break out above like 300, right? But as not it pumped like above 290. I was like, guys, I don't like this pump. Okay, so I closed 70% of my position and put a stop loss at 313. It hit my stop loss, right? And I was like, guys, let's not try to fight the trend. Let's just go with the trend. So we long it from 320, right? 320 range. That's when we send the setup all the way up to 375. You guys remember we gave you guys an Ethereum analysis setup. You know, we're looking for this not that range, 290. Okay, I'm talking about like 290, not 390. Just about this range. As soon as we broke this range, I remember somebody asked, right, in our basically private, not private, but public live stream. I was like, next target is right there. Okay, right there. So we longed it from this point to that point. Even though we got rejected when we were shorting, the bulls were like, oh, you cannot basically short it right now. So in this market, you're gonna miss some targets. So if you're thinking like you're gonna make all your targets, you're gonna get doomed. Okay, you're gonna get in big trouble. So, and most people don't like to say, oh, I got stopped out and all of that good stuff. Yes, if you get stopped out, it's because you're trading. If you don't trade, you're never gonna get stopped out. Yeah, and you don't know which way the market is going really at 100%. You're just going by probability. Okay, sometimes market might not like your analysis and it is going to go against you, and I'm pretty much aware of that. All right, so if you just sit right here saying, oh, you missed this, you missed that, you don't understand what's going on. Okay, you just don't understand what's trading. You can miss like 5 trades in a row, 10 trades in a row. Okay, but the goal is like to not to lose too much and basically put your stop loss, right? Put your stop loss. It's not how many times you're going forward, going backward, right? It's like how big you're going forward, you can get these small losses, like, right? It can be more than your gains, but look at it, you're taking like 1,000 points, 600 points, 800 points, 900 points, and you're losing like 200 points, 100 points, 50 points, and all that good stuff. All right, so let's keep that in mind. Hey, what's up, Duzan? So let's take a look at Ethereum in terms of like analysis. Ethereum is not very bearish as of now, guys. It is still bullish. So we gotta basically support right there. I did not basically take any position on Ethereum, right? because I was just trying to focus on BTC. Right now it is sideways correction, no need to focus on Ethereum. But Ethereum bull's gonna be able to most likely going to be able to find a support right there, just about like a 320, anywhere like 320, right, all the way up to 340 range. Okay, 20 points gap, which is 10% gap, right? The bulls most likely going to find some support, right? Even if we drop down here, guys, I wouldn't short it, right? Don't do anything, wait for the pullback again, because I'm expecting another pullback from BTC from 10.7, right? 10.9 to 10.7 range, all the way up to mid 11k. So wait for this three-way move pullback from Ethereum. If we drop down to like a low 320, right, push back up to like a 370 range, that's the range you want to be looking for a short, right? As of now, if like we take a short right there, our stop loss can get hit very quickly, because it is not a bad time yet, right? A strong bad time. If you short right now, Ethereum might do this, okay, and basically wick to the upside, get you out, take you out, and then basically before doing this. So not to be in rush, you just wait for a proper setup. Right now, BTC is the best asset to basically messing with on the lower, on the lower degree, with low volatility, okay, medium volatility. That's the best asset to be. What's up, Chris Lee? That's the best asset to be paying attention to. Now let's take a look at EOS, right? EOS. So EOS, basically after we got out at a 3.3, I basically did not mess with it. I saw it like pushing back up to just about like a 3.2, but I did not want to mess with it, right? Because I was still focused on BTC, and I was like, look at EOS, right? EOS basically dump hard, right? Dump hard versus BTC. That's a 4-hour chart. That's not good at all. As you can see, once again, it retested like 50% of these wicks. If you just pay attention to it, you're most likely going to be very profitable about this move. And it is a three-way move also. 1, 2, 3, strong drop. So wait for a pullback right there to retest the top for EOS basically BTC. Let's take a look at EOS USD. Short it. You sound like Jude, man. So EOS, as you can see, was not looking that great over the last few days, right? Very choppy. So very choppy from EOS, right? So EOS, that's what we were looking for. Swing low, swing high to swing low. We look for 0.618, which is just about this range of 3.3. And at the same time, on the weekly basis, right, we said if we basically break this level, we know what we're looking for. We're going to look for a $4 range. Why $4, right? Because $4, it is the weekly 100 EMA, roughly around the weekly 100 EMA, all right, which is right there. Okay, if you take a look at it on basically Binance, let's take a look at it right there. Okay, I got the setup right there on Bybit also, similar. Okay, we're looking for this range, but we got to be able to break 3.3. That's why I did not basically mess with EOS after we got rejected, because I want to see like if we're going to be able to break this level. But let's take a look at it again on the lower degree. On the hourly, it is pushing back up. It is most likely gonna come back down here. Okay, so you already got a nice 5% drop you can anticipate over the weekend, right? So EOS, after we dropped down like Saturday night, I was like, let's not mess with it. I did not mess with it over the last 5 days. You can see we pushed back up similar to BTC, exactly at 0.786, and dumped down. But I did not take this trade. Okay, I wasn't even looking at it close. I was just watching it pump like a few hours ago. I was like, oh, EOS gonna get wrecked right now, right? So but EOS, look for a retest of just about like 2.8, right? 2.8 range over the next few hours and so on, right? Don't know how long it's gonna take, because this move can be very choppy like this and then right down in this range. It could take the entire weekend. So just be cautious with the low volatility. All right, so that's what we're looking for, EOS. And once we hit like 2.8 range, which is like 10% drop, something like that, right? We could basically look for another setup. I don't use a trailing stop loss. Just use a regular stop loss, and I most of the time try to set my basically take profit early. Like I said, I gotta pay my Rec City premium 50% halfway. You gotta take at least 50% of your orders out of the table, and not wait for the final target. That's just a premium you pay for trading. That's your insurance in case you get Rec City. You've been taking profits along the way. Because market is crazy. You're going to sleep, you're doing all of that. Man, I like Aeon pumping 10%, nice. So that's a premium you pay to yourself, basically. All right, so don't wait for the final target. I keep saying it, don't wait for final targets. Don't wait for final targets. This market is too crazy. It is too crazy. Too crazy. Yeah, market is too crazy. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash next. So Bitcoin Cash basically get hammered, right? Just like BTC. Exactly, we tested same exact level as BTC, right? Right there. Okay, so and then basically dump all the way back down. Now it is doing the same thing as basically EOS. So we're looking for another retest. We're going to be looking for another retest of all the way down to like a 285, just like EOS. EOS is just about $3. Bitcoin Cash is just about like 3 or 6. So they're going to be retesting same level in terms of like a fibs, right? EOS going to retrace down to like a 2.8, and Bitcoin Cash to 2.5 to 285 to basically 280 range. All right, so yeah, Rec City premium. You gotta pay the insurance, guys. You gotta pay the insurance. If you're not paying the insurance, most likely when you get wrecked, you're gonna look left and you're gonna be like, man, my insurance policy did not cover that wrecked. So let's move on to basically Ethereum. Ethereum cluster was looking very weak. We talked about it like last time we went live, right? I was like, Ethereum cluster not looking so great. So it wasn't looking very comfortable. It just pushed back up. Let's see, that's the hourly. It basically pushing back up very hard, like over the last 3 hours. On Coinbase, it pumped all the way back up to the same exact level. All right, so but it is gonna come back down. Okay, it is gonna come back down. It did not create any wicks, right? That's the analysis I was looking for. Ethereum classic, we got this flat correction. We're looking for this downward movement, right? But the downward movement might be just a sort of 5 wave impulse. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, stuff like that, right? So, but not to speculate how it is going to look like. Let's just give it like a few more hours, and during our next trading session, we're going to take a look at it. But as of now, a very good probability, okay, to retest like this week, 50% of the upside wick right there, which is right around like a 71, 7.17, 7.2, something like that. Okay, if like we retested, which is like a 1 hour 100 EMA. Right now we're struggling to break the 211 EMA on the hourly, so we're gonna, most likely gonna struggle to break the 100 EMA if we pump above it. But we talked about it last time. Be cautious with Ethereum classic. It's looking very weak. Okay, looking very weak. Let's take a look at it on Binance. Binance doesn't have a wick, so the Binance chart looks better, but it created a double bottom type of a formation. So any move to the upside from Ethereum classic, you know what to look for. You don't even need to look for like a swing low to swing high. You can just do swing high to swing low, which is right there to right there, and you look for 1.27 to 1.41 right there, okay, which is like 7.6 to like 7.7. But let's try to get this double bottom right there, right, and see if we're gonna get this move. All right, Ethereum Classic looks like the first one to double bottom, unlike BTC. So let's see if we can basically pull it off, right? And we got this beautiful divergence. Some of you guys might not call it a divergence, but I like to call it a divergence. If price retests like 90%, more than 90% of the bottom, it is a double bottom. Okay, it is a double bottom. It doesn't mean it is always going to play out, right? But we can call it a double bottom. But you can see it like on a 4-hour basis. It doesn't look like one because we made a new low right there. But on the hourly, we're still looking good. It might not be a strong move, right? It might not be a strong push. It might just be a strong, not a strong, but a small reversal like this, okay? If we're not gonna get this one, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if like we get this one, 2.786, right? Pullback. I wouldn't be surprised because Ethereum Classic got rejected just by like 0.618. It was very, very weak, okay? It was very, very weak. It was very, very weak. All right, guys. So we got too many moon boys, man. You know, when BTC dumps, you don't get many likes. So when BTC pump, that's when you get many likes, right? So it's okay. Never novi pazar. Thanks a lot, Kendras. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the likes, man. If you're watching, whether you're in a position or not, make sure to hit the likes, right? So alt should be pumping this weekend, especially after BTC dump 6%, 7%. Alt gonna be pumping at least ranging from like a 10 to 20%, right? Just like Aeon just giving us a slight pullback. I'm looking for a possible rejection for Aeon just about like 1050. We already broke out Aeon. I was looking for this move from Aeon, right? Because I'm holding Aeon, so Aeon is taking me to the Red City. So Aeon, we got this triangular bottom formation. Most alt right now, they're making the same triangular bottom formation. So pay attention to alt, right? So over the next 3 days, so nice bottom formation, 10% move. We can pump all the way up to even like 10, just about like 0.618, which is like 1185, right? But first target will be like 1050, which is like 382. So let's see if we can get this 382 out of the way. All right. So Algo, AGI, not Algo, but AGI basically give us a nice pullback. You guys know I don't even analyze AGI on a lower degree, but AGI 3-day chart. One thing I've been looking for AGI to do is like basically to close above the 3-day 21 EMA, this red line. If like we can close not 21 but 100 EMA, if like we can close above like 250, right, on the 100 EMA, which is right above the 100 EMA, which is like 256 right now, we could be moving very fast. Okay, we could be moving. We got all the recipe for AGI to start pumping, right? And we just dip all the way down, guys, to 155. Hopefully you guys paid clear attention to AGI when we dip down to this level, because I've been saying it. AGI, it's looking very good. It's looking very good. I've been saying it right there since like June, first week of June. I've been saying it. So if you've been holding AGI, you're still in good hands, right? Because you bought it at right around like below 180. Okay, below 180. Because that's when I talk about AGI, right? It was like 180. I was looking for 140, right? But once we hit like 180, I was like, guys, let's just hold it. And because our target is very juicy, it's 400, it can even hit like a 300 once we hit the momentum, right? Just like not Rect City, but request, okay, REQ, all right? So just like REQ, pump very hard after we picked it. So I'm looking for the same strategy for AGI. I'm looking for the same strategy for Loom and some other alt. Same exact setup. It is just a matter of time. Are you going to be able to wait? Some of these alt, they're not going to break out, right now. They might dump down to like, this range of the bottom of the trend line until August, right? Not August, but September, October. It's already August. And then they're going to push back up. So if you're very unlucky to hold an alt like that is going to drop. It is just like you have to suck it up, right? You just have to suck it up, because you don't want to sell at loss, right? Because you know the probability of these auto like pumping, okay, you got a very good chance basically for them to pump, even if BC dump. Okay, if BC pump, they're gonna retest the trend line, and if BC dump, they're gonna basically pump, right? So, but I said it like for AGI, I was like the downside for AGI, you know, is like, you know, it can dump all the way down back to even like 100, okay, even down to 100, right? John Doe, let me do this so you guys can know what asset I'm talking about. All right, so that's AGI 3-day chart, right? So yeah, I know it's already 255, but it's not closed. The 3-day chart gonna close like in 2 days, right? So that's what I mean. It looks good, like it looks very, very good. Like that's why I said a couple of weeks ago when we were dropping, guys, let's just hold on to it. It's time to buy. It's time to add to position, not to get out. I know, you know, I know it is painful to watch your auto drop like 35%, but when they pump 100%, right? You also take the credit and take the gains, right? So 3-day 211 EMA, it broke it, right? Daily 100 EMA broke it, so it was very painful to hold AGI. I know how painful it was, because nothing was saying we're gonna be pumping to the upside, except like, you know, we in this trend line and we can basically reverse at any given time, right? We inside this channel and we can reverse at any given time. So we got to be able to break this. Okay, I like AGI. I've been talking about it over the last 2 months. I know it is very, very painful, but it's just like BTC. You're holding BTC waiting for $1 million. That's it. Very painful, right? Very painful. Tezos, tell you Bezos, XTZ. Let's go to King XRP before we move on to Tezos. So King XRP 3-day chart still looking very good. It's not bearish, guys. I think it is just a side. It is just a sideways correction on the 3-day chart. So we just have to expect like this reversal later on. Okay. So let's see at what price level we're gonna get support at, and then we're gonna look for the pullback. But high time frame is not bearish on XRP, especially 3-day. 2-day chart, nothing bearish. It is just a pullback. Daily is slightly not that bearish, right? But we got the 21 EMA moving forward, right? So let's see if like we can get into some sort of interception right there, just about 25 to 26. If you want to use your fib retracement, swing low from your previous impulse move to swing high, right? It is going to be roughly around like 382, right? Which is like 26. That's what we just said, right? So after that, we're going to look for a pullback. So this pullback, that's what we're looking for. But as of now, it is still pulling back, right? Down. It could pull, we can get a pullback all the way down to 26 to 27, right? Which is not that much. It is just 10%, right? For XRP, that's not a lot, right? That's not a lot. That's just about 11 to 10% drop. And then it means BTC can drop easily 4 to 6%, right? If XRP is going to drop 10%. So let's take a look at Tezos. So Tezos, I'm bullish on Tezos, right? That's Bitfinex, Kraken, hit BTC. I don't know why. Let's take a look at it on Kraken, okay? So Tezos, basically it looks like a triple top right now, but this is the thing, okay? Tezos got a correction right there, and I showed you guys sometimes you get an impulse move to the upside, and after that you're gonna get a 3-way move pullback, right? Get a 3-way move pullback, right? And after that you're gonna expect like market to basically keep going right to the upside, but sometimes it doesn't basically push back up above this basically your A wave. You remember this is your B wave is A. This is your A, B, and C, right? It might not push back up above it. Even though that's what I'm expecting, it can basically get rejected and retrace down before pumping back up, right? So another possible scenario is like we can make a small three-way move, bull flag right there before pumping to the upside. But let's see if like we're gonna be able to break out. I'm expecting a breakout from Tezos, just because okay, we're repeating the same structure right there. We got this flat correction right there, 1, 2, right? We got this one and we got another one right there in green. So I'm just expecting this move, right? Even though it pulled back down to like a 2.9, you know, above 3.2 was looking very good, very juicy, especially on the daily. But seems like on the daily we did not close above it over the last 3 days. Okay, we've been getting rejected right around like a 325, and I was like above 322. It is like a breakout pattern. We're gonna look for further move to the upside. That's what I'm looking for, Tezos. But as you can see right there, okay, that's what I'm looking for, Tezos. But it seems like bulls are, you know, they're not looking very strong. Okay, they're not looking very strong. So let's see if like we're gonna be able to break it. We got all the recipe to do so. We just have to basically pull it off, right? Hey, what's up, John Doe? You got a lot of XRP, VET, ADA. I don't know. What would you do? Okay, I don't know. I mean, if you got a lot of them, it means you're in profit. So, you know, you shouldn't. I mean, I don't ask what I do with my profit. I know I take it. And I take my profits, right? Okay. Let's go back to BTC. As you can see, we're losing like 11.6 right now. And on a 6-hour basis, so as you can see, we keep basically getting these. You gotta remember when I was showing you Ethereum regarding the double crossover, same thing with BTC. Now we got another cross down. I was anticipating this move. That's why, you know, I was also very uncomfortable of basically long in any position in this range. Okay, not looking so great right now. Yeah, we already talked about Ether. I don't know why I don't talk about Link much. So Link, seems like to drop 10% already. I don't pay too much attention to Link for some reason. I don't know why, but so link, that's what I was showing, like in a public group. I was like, okay, link is very, it has a bad habit, right, of basically double tapping or basically making a high highs after, you know, a strong push to the upside. If the bulls don't keep up the momentum, we could see like a big wick to the downside like this. Okay, so it could be very exaggerated, right, but we could say just like this, something like that, right, some sort of flat correction. So a retest for like a $6-7 link could be on the way. As you know, if you're in our basically premium group, and link pump right there like to $9, we said look for a support where $6 to $7 range. Okay, so we basically came all the way back down to $6.5 to $7 range, and basically pumped like 50% after that, right? More than 50% actually. Let's double check right there. You can see like pump like 54%. So, but we did not FOMO. I wasn't FOMOing when link was like pushing to the upside. I was like, okay, after we push to the upside, I was like, look for this move to the downside. This move is too vertical. So look for a 6.5 to 7. Right now, I wouldn't be FOMOing. It looks very good, right? But we're getting this divergence right now, double tap, right? RSI, MACD, all of them basically showing us like divergences, right? So I would at least look for another 50% pullback in this range, right? Okay, 382 going to be like 8.6, 50% pullback going to be like just about like $8. So, but if you're very bullish on link, you might be saying, oh, we're never going to drop 20%. It will. It will, okay? That's the first time it goes above like $10. It's not just going to break it and keep going and keeps going forever, right? So let's pump up the likes, guys. Let's pump up the likes. I don't know. I don't follow link a lot because link got a very weird chart. It's just bullish, like keeps going forever, right? It cannot be an indication when take a look at link monthly chart, right? It is just a straight line. It is just a straight line. As you can see, just, you know, it just pump on a monthly basis. If you're basically holding link based on monthly chart, you should not even be selling right now. It is still bullish. Higher time frame, link is still bullish. Only lower time frame, like I was expecting a drop from like 70,000 sats, right? I was expecting a drop, but it pumped like to all the way up to like almost 100,000 sats, right? So, but on the monthly basis, you got this strong move to the upside, a three-way move pullback, and another vertical move. Okay, so this move might not be done yet. Okay, we need like a monthly, at least some weekly. If you're waiting for monthly rejection, you're gonna wait forever. But we're gonna need like strong weekly, you know, rejection. But based on monthly chart over the last 18 months, it is a straight line. No sign of reversal yet. What's up, Peter? So all the bears dead, man. No bears anymore. Only Sun Crypto is a bear. Yeah, let's see. It could be, but link is very it's been doing well like since like 2019, like, you know, April 2019 when we got that breakout from like 10,000, like I think like late April. I remember exactly when link breakout because I bought it like right around like I think like 8,200, right? And I got out like, you know, 14,000 and was looking for a retest like 11,000, all that good stuff, but it just after it took off, right? Good. I remember exactly, guys, the day I basically bought link. You know, I don't want to say at the, you know, at the very bottom. It was just like I was trading it, right? It wasn't even the bottom. It was just like a pullback. Oh, we got a lot of bears. GRS, you must be holding like a big bag of GRS, right, Peter? GRS, that's the monthly chart. Still at the very bottom, man. It's still at the very bottom. You're looking at the monthly chart. It's really been moving sideways. Yes, on the lower degree, you're gonna get like those 20-15% pump, right? But you know, it is still sideways correction. Okay, a higher time frame, unless you are you know, looking for a short-term swing, it is still at the very bottom. The thing is, once it start pumping, you're gonna get those big green monthly candles, right? Like this, like that, right? You're gonna get these big green monthly candles, and you're gonna be like, man, I should have bought at the very bottom. Just like early on, right? Most people are saying, oh, I should have bought at the very bottom. But once you say that's a, you know, type of a monthly candle you want to wait for. Market is still very early. If like we're in the bull market, we're at the rock bottom. Okay, we not even like, the bull market hasn't even started yet, right? Because 90% of the alt, they still like within, let's say on average, like not more than 100% from the bottom. Okay, most of them, right? And 90% of the alt, they still more than 90% down. We're not in a bull market. In a bull market, you know, we should all pass, like all the alts should pass like their previous all-time high, right? But if 90% of the alt, right, they 90% down, alts are still pretty cheap. They're still pretty cheap, you know. And you take a look at most of the alt, like that pump, they pretty much like new to the market, right? 2019 or 2018, they came out like less than 2 years ago. Most of the alt are 10x, right? Very few alt, like top alt 10x, like ADA probably. And ADA 10x is just about like 2 years high. ADA was the same price 2 years ago. So if you've been holding ADA since 2017, you're still down, right? I mean, if you bought it like since ICO or whatever, you're still up. But if you bought ADA September 2018, you just about like break even, right? So if you bought ADA even last year's this time, you're still about like break even, right? So it just 10x because we got a big dump March and it pumped, that's it, recovered, right? But nothing special about ADA. Hasn't made a new all-time high, none of that. It is still like over 90% down, right? So but people are gonna make you believe like, oh, ADA is going to the moon. It's not going to the moon. It's just still in the, you know, still doomed, right? Still doomed. Yes, not saying it is going to go to the moon, but all I'm saying is you just have to be cautious, you know, because a few months back when I was talking about ADA, no one was talking about ADA, no one, okay? Like, you know, I was like, buy. I wasn't waiting for like a test net and all that good stuff. Because the chart was telling me it was good time to be buying ADA, right? Yeah, yes, you're gonna get some early on, basically gonna do good, right? We talked about early on when it was like 53. I was like, okay, that's very cheap, man. If it breaks this level, it's a good buy, right? So yeah, some gonna 200x, some gonna 100x, but you're gonna count them, okay? It's not gonna be like back in 2017, where you got like 90% of the alt, they like at least like 30x, 20x, right? Some like Tron 100x in like 30 days, right? From like December 1st to December 30th, Tron went from like, you know, 0 some like 2 to all the way up to like 28 cents, right? And you take a look at Nano from November, first week of November to, you know, last week of December, it went over like 200x. You're gonna see those in the bull market, right? Yeah, it will pass. Okay, the transition is like, it's not easy to transition to make a transition from basically a ICO to basically a DeFi. It's not easy. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. I think I covered all the coins. You guys know what to look for BTC. You know what we were looking for. I already showed you. You know, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be easy. So if you like trend lines, it might be going back up, you know, in this range and try to retest the trend line. So you just have to put a stop loss. If you already close 50% of position, 10.3 to 10.4, you don't have to worry much. You know, okay, you know what to do next after we hit this range. Okay, so all right, Reese, make sure to rewind it and watch the early, I mean the you know, the first you know, 15 minutes, right? 15-20 minutes. No, that's where the all the good stuff at, right? All the good stuff. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'm gonna be going live tomorrow. So tomorrow is Saturday, so we're gonna go live Saturday morning and probably Saturday night. So stay tuned. Low volatility, might be doing a lot of trading and all that good stuff. So stay very tuned. Make sure to hit the likes. Also, make sure to basically let me know what you think down in the comment section, right? So if you think like we basically already hit the top, or we basically gonna, you know, pump all the way up to 20k this year. As you know, guys, market is very volatile, so be cautious out there. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.